What's on the telly tonight, Carter?
Play for today.
Oh, hell.
What's it about? The usual?
Aye, the usual.
Oh, hell. How many women lesbians is there in this one? The usual.
Aye, the usual. 3.
Transvestite traffic wardens and perverts.
The usual. 7.
What about bent detectives?
No, must be their night off this week.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. All this violence and squalor and obsession with sex. Why do we have to have it rammed down our throats every night on telly? Good God, we see enough on it in our own homes.
Still, all that'll change once Lofty Saltmarsh settles in.
Lofty Saltmarsh? I don't know how you can be so calm about him, Les.
Why?
Because in half an hour's time he's moving into your home as a lodger. Good God, we know naught about him, Les. It could be something positively horrendous. Fretwork enthusiast. Fan of come dancing. He could even be... I can hardly bring myself to say it.
Go on, I don't mind.
He could even be a commercial traveller for London beer.
Ye gods, anything but that.
There's going to be a Halian presence at family circle, Les. Halian underpants at family bath. In 1 second, this man could destroy forever that atmosphere of domestic bliss, what you've so lovingly nurtured over years.
What atmosphere?
An atmosphere of gloom, misery, and rampant apathy.
I'm glad you appreciate it.
But there's something more important than alien undergarments, Les.
Is there?
Oh, yes. Your wife has fallen in love with Lofty Saltmarsh.
Oh, is that all?
Don't you understand, Les? This very night, the body of Lofty Saltmarsh will be curled up alongside Annie in that great depression made by you in conjugal mattress.
I know.
What do you feel about it, then?
Champion.
Pardon?
Well, I never did reckon much to sleeping with Annie. And you would never be happy together in bed that first night of our honeymoon.
Why not?
Well, after we'd got into bed and she'd padlocked her teeth at bedhead, she made me do something most peculiar.
What?
She made me take my socks off.
Good God. I hope you kept your singlet on.
Of course I did. I'd have kept my trilby on too, but I worried I'd bend the brim on the bolster.
You did right, Les. Tricky customers, these bolsters. They've got a life of their own. Particularly on honeymoon nights.
But that wasn't the main problem, you see, Mort.
No?
No, you see, after I'd taken my socks off, I read a few pages of the Sporting Life. Well, she wanted me to... Well, how can I put it politely?
Is it indelicate, Les?
Yes.
Well, you can't, then. Give it to us blunt, straight from the shoulder. We'll brace a sentence for shock.
Oh, on your own heads be it. She kept wanting to, kiss me.
Good God.
That's just what happened to me on my honeymoon night.
Oh, but you weren't trying to smoke your pipe at the time, were you? The devil's own job keeping it in. All that cuddling, it played havoc with me smoker's compendium. Here, just look at that. There. 25 years after, and the dibbler's still bent to hell.
I sympathise with you, Les, but I wouldn't take being turfed out of my bed lying down.
Wouldn't you?
I would not. Just think of the woman I love and to whom I'm about to get married to. The landlady of a pub. A woman whose presence radiates my whole being with a rose-red infusion of ardour and romance. A woman... What's her name again, Carter?
Olive Scrimshaw.
Olive Scrimshaw. I must remember to carve it on lavatory door sometime. Any road, then. If I thought that at this very moment another man was lying in her arms, feeling the hot breath of her passion on his neck, surrendering himself to them quivering thighs and trembling breasts, I'd give him $50 and tell him to carry on while opening time.
Well, he's here.
Oh?
Mr. Lofty, so-called Saltmarsh. Oh, honestly, Carter, it's not very young executive having a lodger in the house, is it?
Young executive? Why can't you give it a rest? All I ever hear from you day in, day out is young executive. Why can't we have young executive toilet rolls? Why can't we have young executive flypaper in the bedrooms? Why can't we have young executive...
I'm only doing it so we can better ourselves.
I don't want to better myself. I'm happy as I am. I like being bloody miserable.
Well said, lad. Nearly all the world's great disasters and turmoils have been caused by people trying to better themselves. Attila the Hun, Rasputin, Captain Mark Phillips. How can we sleep safely in our beds? How can we bring up our children in peace and security when we know that somewhere in darkest Yorkshire there's a mother saying to her son, keep up your elocution lessons, lad, and you too could be Eddie Waring.